What's up, my Facebook friends and my YouTube friends? I think I have like one or two YouTube friends, but I'm streaming on both my friends page and my Shine business page. So I think that's pretty cool. I'm really excited. I'm always excited to stop by, drop by, and share some Radiant Wrap with you. My Shine Radiant Wrap, it really means something. Radiant. Radiant means something. R is for the rest. A is for the activity awareness. D is for diet. The I is for introspection. A is for agua. N is for note taking, and the T is for training. And today we're talking about fear, being a liar, which goes into activity awareness, like what is it that we're doing, and it also goes into our introspection, like how we're reflecting, what we're thinking, and what our practices are there. We're about to turn up this weekend, me and my family, just a little bit. It's a holiday weekend, and my grown behind children will be around. So they get excited. I get excited over the holidays. My youngest just drove in actually from North Carolina. So I'm grateful. Thank God she made it here safely. They start giving me the list of foods that they want me to prepare for Sunday and asking me questions. Like we have a group chat with Kevin and the three of the, like I said, grown behind kids. So they're already asking me, are we doing an Easter egg hunt on Sunday? So they're a blast. I have a good time with them. Fear, though, that's what we're talking about during this Radiant Wrap. Just for a minute, real quick, let me know if you're around. I'd love to say hi to you. If you have questions, if you want to chime in, say something to me. I talked a little bit about fear in my group too this week. We're actually doing a challenge. So if you happen to see this and you haven't seen it in our group, we're doing a challenge. If you want to be a part of the group, just let me know and we can make that happen. But we're doing a challenge for the next 2 weeks about fear. And the challenge is to share something that you are doing or you are going to do that is really uncomfortable, but you're going to step into it and do it anyway. Well, have you ever been afraid to do something, like scared? Maybe to move towards something, or maybe to move away from something. Maybe you have fear of being judged. You ever felt that? I know I feel that a lot. I hate feeling judged. I have to get over it though, because it's going to happen. I hate feeling rejected, unliked. I just want to be liked, but I have to get over it because everybody ain't going to like you. Everybody's not going to like me. It's just, I have to get over it. Or just the fear of being disappointed. I know when I was young, I would be scared to walk home from school sometime, or even to go to the cafeteria at lunch because I was sometimes bullied. I would be scared. I had, thank God, a gift to be able to talk crap like I wasn't scared. And depending on where I lived, because I lived in different communities in Jersey, I had people that had my back most of the time. So I could get out of it, but I'd be scared. But I mean, what was I going to do? I had to go to school anyway. Let me see. My brother, he was a bully, for sure. I love you, but you was. When I lived in Camden, my cousin, Darlene, was younger than me. She was a grade younger than me, but girlfriend could fight. So I was coming from this small town and going into a city. I knew nothing. I was pretty young still, but still, you had to kind of know how to fight and get around a little bit. on Princeton Avenue. And so she looked out for me there. And when I was in Lawnside, oh, my aunt wasn't going to let nobody mess with me. So I had my Aunt Jeanette, if she was around, though, because she was a little bit older. And so, but the point is, I still had to go to school, right? I still had to go. I was scared when I was a teenager. If me and my friends, we went out, I had a curfew. And my parents, my dad especially, was really strict with the curfew. And it was which I thought was ridiculous, curfew, like you got to be home by midnight. Well, the party was just getting started at midnight. So none of my friends wanted to leave the party before midnight. So I'd be scared to go home. But what was I going to do? I had to go home, right? Well, now that we're adults, a lot of times we're not going to be forced to do. You're not going to have to go, you're not going to have to do something. You're not going to have to apologize. Not really. You could just stay mad forever, right? You're not going to have to work on that book or start a new career or go to a new class. You don't have to. Right? If you don't want, nobody's going to make you do it. So the only way that you're going to push through fear then is tell yourself that you have a choice, that you actually have a choice, and that you're creating your own reality. Okay? So, I've done some things over the last 10 years. And I was saying that in a post that I never, ever thought I could do, would do. And every single time, every single one, I was afraid. Sometimes I failed. Sometimes I didn't. I know, though, that I am better because of each of those experiences. Just doing it anyway, choosing what I was telling myself, and still now what I tell myself, and being intentional about what I do. Like, actually, okay, yeah, I'm scared, but I'm going to do it anyway. So that's what I do. And I have to tell myself certain things, like I have everything that I need. I have to tell myself that yes, I'm bold. I mean, why deny that I'm scared? I was even scared doing this Radiant Rap, right, on Fridays. Am I the only one, or are you? Sandy, thank you. Yes, I'm not the only one. Thank you for sharing. I'm so glad I'm not by myself. I was scared even just to come and do a live or do anything, because then you're going to be judged. My words aren't going to be great. I'm not going to be great at public, speaking. And besides that, I mean, like, who am I, right? Like, I was not always fit. I was not an athlete when I was going to school. I really went off the path of where I was supposed to, go. I mean, ultimately, everything happens for a reason, right? But I was being rebellious, I guess you could say, and really got distracted. So it's not like I have always been fit, or I have, a collegiate career or anything like that. So who am I? Nobody. Unless it's through God's eye, because of course I am. And that is my message for all of us. We all have a purpose, and there's always, always, always somebody that needs to hear, that can be inspired, by what it is that you have to say, by what it is that you have to do. By you walking into your purpose, you are going to help someone else. Hey, Fantasia, how you doing, pretty girl? One of the most beautiful women I know. I have to tell myself that change is constant. always happening. And what I can control is how I respond to the change. I have to tell myself that I can do things that are not easy, that I can learn new skills. Like my dad, he's choosing to be on the side right now, but he just would not learn social media, computer stuff. And he's at peace with it. Oh, it's okay. So I'm not criticizing him, but he's missing out, because a lot of the next generation, they're texting. Whereas, my mom, my aunts, they're all on social media, keeping up. My Aunt Gina is like, I don't know if she wants me to say, but she's over 80, so I'm not going to say her age, years young, but she's doing her thing, that's right. Yes, we can. We can learn some new skills, and we can choose to adapt. Because like now that we're coming out of COVID, it's not going to be where things are going to be different. It's not going to be what it was before COVID. Things are different. And there are always reasons and excuses that you can have in fear, being afraid to not do it or to quit. There's always going to be reasons to, but there's also going to be reasons to keep going. So we are either going to talk ourselves out of it by saying all the reasons that we have to quit or not get started at all, right? And have that constantly, because what if, and I'm not good enough, and I'm going to be judged and all that. Or no, we can tell ourselves the other things. I say to myself, I have all that I need. That's Psalms 23. First one, by the way. So, and then today I posted about confidence, because that goes along with it. Do you sometimes lack your confidence? Do you? I know I do. Hey, I sometimes don't feel confident. And most people I know, all of like the experts, like I'm not known, but I look at who is, I look at who is who I admire, and the message that they give. And they all say the same thing. They all get insecure or have insecurities, always doing things that they hadn't done. I don't care, Michelle Obama, all of them, right, have fears, insecurities. But what we have to do, even if we're not feeling confident, is one, take the first step, right? Just take a step. Take a step. That's what I said today in my post. A journey of 1,000 miles begin with a single step. Okay? You don't have to have it all figured out. Just take a step. Leap, jump, and also get over your ego. That's what I have to tell myself a lot. No, you're not going to be perfect. No, you're not going to be liked by everybody. Get over it. The ego will kill you. And guess what? Half the time, and this was something I really, really had to get over. When I was young, I don't do this as much anymore, but when I was as much, you hear me? When I was younger, right, I would walk into a room or come into a place, a space, and I would think, oh, they're all talking about me. That is such ego. They ain't thinking about you. Like my grandma would say, they ain't studying you. They ain't studying you. They're not thinking about you. Most people are so busy, focused on their own thing. They're not as much. I promise you, people aren't as much in your business as you think. They don't know what's going on with you as much as you think, because they're dealing with theirs. Hey, and there's my Aunt Jean. Aunt Jean, did you hear me? I was just talking about you. Oh, you did hear me. Because yes, my Aunt Jean is 85 years old, and she is you see her on here. She's awesome. I love you, Aunt Jean. Oh, and all my aunts, my mom and them, they are fire. Okay. So yes, I had to to realize, you know, not so many people, and this is the other thing I did. Okay, so even if they are looking at you, it might not be because it's a bad thing. You know, they could be admiring you. Jump, jump. Remember, that's how I was thinking about that when I said jump today. Crisscross, jump, jump. I love jumping anyways. So there was a group, just two guys, and they would just jump, jump. That was a song, jump. And I love that. And then the other thing, so the first thing, take the first step. The second thing, get over your ego. And then lastly, control what you can. Because you can't control everything. And what you can control is your attitude and your ability to take action. All right? So that's what I wanted to share today on the Radiant Wrap. And like I said, yes, radiant means something. Those words, shine, radiant, it means something. Shine. Why? Because we were all meant to shine. Radiant, because those are the things that in my system, I believe, and I'm not the only one that believes, I didn't just make this stuff up, that these are the essential qualities that you need to have to live healthy and whole. You need to have rest, radiant. You need to have activity awareness. You need to have a good diet. You need to have introspection, which is prayer, meditation. You need to have agua, because it needs to fit into radiant. You need to have some type of note taking, do a journal, diary, something, and you need to train. That's why there is the radiant system. There's a reason to my madness. And fear being a liar falls under activity awareness. Are you aware of what you're doing when you're doing what you're doing? What are you thinking? And introspection. What are the things you are telling yourself? Mac Daddy makes you jump, jump. What are you telling yourself? That's my message for today, my friends. I love you. You are meant to shine. You have greatness inside of you. Yes, we're a work in progress, but we're also a masterpiece. Masterpiece and work in progress. My whips. Yes, we are. Keep doing what it is that you're doing. If you haven't started, get started. Let's fear less. Be fearless. Peace.